Welcome back to Tech by Pike. We're taking a more in-depth look at the Razer Blade 14-inch gaming laptop for 2022. Quick review of the specs. This has an AMD Ryzen 6900HX processor, has an RTX 3070 Ti maxed out to about 100 watts, has Optimus technology. Not only that, this laptop comes with a mux switch. Thumbs up for that. Has a 1TB SSD, that's Gen 4, 16 gigabytes of DDR5. That is fixed on the motherboard, so no opportunity for upgrading the memory, which is a thumbs down in my opinion. It also comes with that 14-inch QHD 165Hz 2560 by 1440 panel, so we'll take a look at that as well. Lots of features that come with this laptop, so we'll go over it. We have some benchmarking and some gaming that we performed during this last couple weeks. Since the unboxing of this laptop, we made that video and it's been posted already up on YouTube, so go out and take a look at that. We want to go over all that information and then I'll have some final thoughts at the end. Let's get into it. Test of the IR 1080p HD camera that is built into this laptop. And type a little bit here. Probably hear that a little bit. And then it has facial recognition to help log you into the laptop. And for me, that's been pretty flawless every time. So that's great. We're going to check out some no copyright music on YouTube to test the speakers, see how loud they can get. Here we go. That is extremely loud for a small 14-inch laptop. Very impressive. We performed some screen tests using our Spider X Pro, and we got 100% of sRGB, 88% of Adobe RGB, and 99% of P3. The Razer Synapse software is where we would go to change the settings of the laptop based on what you were doing, whether it was productivity or gaming or video editing, whatever it is. And you can go under the Performance tab here and set it to balance, set it to custom. You can boost your CPU and put your GPU on high. You can set the fan speeds to high if you were going to do some heavy load gaming. And then this laptop comes with a mux switch, and you can switch it from NVIDIA Optimus to the dedicated GPU. Just to let you know though, if you do that, the laptop will require a restart. Something else you can do in the Razer Synapse software is you could go to the Chroma Studio, and this laptop comes with per key RGB, so you can set the color of the keys to whatever you want really, and add some effects and so forth. So that's a fun thing too. And you can also set, if you have Razer peripherals and you have them connected to this laptop, and if they do have some RGB, you can also set those colors on those peripherals as well, which is fun. We use some synthetic benchmarking throughout when reviewing this laptop, and we use Cinebench R23. The CPU multi-core score was 11,970, and then the CPU single-core score was 1,545. We also used Blender as part of our benchmarking, and we got a rank of top 16% of all benchmarks with our NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 Ti, and right around the 3000 mark here, so that's great. Our AMD Ryzen 9 CPU score was right around the 65% of all benchmarks. That's included with the internal Radeon graphics. So we continued our synthetic benchmarking using 3D Mark, and we tested with TimeSpy, Fire Strike, and we also performed some benchmarking around the CPU. For Time Spy, we got a graphics score of 9,372, a CPU score of 9,653, and then an overall online score of 9,413. Compared to other scores online, we got probably around an average. Our Fire Strike score, graphics score, was 24,804. Our physics score was 24,619, and our combined score was 11,833, with a score online of 22,330, which was considered good compared to other online scores. Our CPU score for max threads all the way down to 1 thread is posted here. We also have some system information and details on the scores at the bottom, and you can view that at your own leisure. On Geekbench 5, we've got a single core score of 1,544 and a multi-core score of 9,611. And I'm just going to scroll down here so you can get some more details around the single core performance. And then our multi-core performance details as well. All right. OpenCL score was 113,157, and I'm just going to scroll down here so you can get some more details around that particular score. So we played a number of our favorite games and got some FPS scores while doing that. Cyberpunk 2077, we were getting around 50 to 55 FPS on average, and that was the laptop switch to the Mux switch and all settings on high. Elden Ring, we were getting 55 to 60 FPS on average. Star Wars Battlefront 2, we were getting a whopping 150 to 160 FPS on average. And then God of War, we were getting around 78 to 85 FPS on average. Not bad. So I've created this spreadsheet that talks a little bit about FPS scores on internal benchmarking tools for a number of games that we typically play. Shadows of the Tomb Raiders, F1 2020, Red Dead Redemption, and Horizon Zero Dawn. And the laptop was switched over to the Mux switch, and the settings in the benchmarking were on Ultra. For Shadows of the Tomb Raider, we got a max of 166 FPS and a minimum of 89. F1 2020, we got a max of 224 FPS and a minimum of 151. Red Dead Redemption, max 64 FPS, minimum 33. And Horizon Zero Dawn, max 112 FPS and a minimum of 28 FPS. And as we went through those different spreadsheets, hopefully you were looking at the other laptops as well and their scores and do a comparison. And you can definitely slow this video down if you want to take a closer look. Doing some temperature tests here while we're running benchmarking with Red Dead Redemption, all settings on high. Mux switch is switched over to dedicated graphics. And right below, right on the bezel there, right above the keyboard, we're getting around 40.2 Celsius. Keyboard around the same. And then if you move over to like the palm rest, you're looking at around between 27.5 and 28 Celsius. And that looks like it's consistent on both sides. But it gets pretty toasty right around, I don't know, right above the CPU and GPU. So while we were running Red Dead Redemption on high, all settings on the laptops on high, and the Mux switched over to the dedicated graphics card, we were also running some fan noise tests. And right now, we're right at around 90 FPS on average running Red Dead Redemption. And let's check out the fan speeds real quick. So we were averaging right around 53.5 to 0.9 decibels. And when I said fan speed, I meant fan noise. So there you go. So that is the Razer Blade 14-inch gaming laptop for 2022. We got this laptop out on the Razer website for $2,600 without tax. And the quality of the build is something that you look for. It's the most important thing to you when it comes to choosing a laptop that'll last a long time. Then more than likely, this laptop is the one for you. If you're looking for something where you are balancing price versus performance, then this probably isn't the one for you. You probably want to look at the Asus ROG Zephyrus 14-inch gaming laptop. Both have a mux switch for this year. The difference is that the Asus ROG has an actual open slot for an upgrade memory DIMM, and that's something that is important to me. I like the ability to upgrade my laptops. But the quality of build is also something that I look for. Anyway, if you go with the Asus ROG Zephyrus, though, and price is something that you look at, then you will probably end up saving probably $500, maybe $600 for a nice quality 14-inch gaming laptop if you go with the Asus. Anyway, there you go. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this from Tech by Pike, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. It helps the channel. Not only that, it gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. And for that, we thank you. We'll see you in the next one.